What was the highest waste of money that you don't regret? I got into a stupid fight with my brother. So I found a game he had pledged on Kickstarter, Space Haven, and saw that for $360 I could write a pre-made character BO that would randomly show up. So I pledged it and wrote a character BO with his name and made him a flaming asshole. I have never played this game and don't want to. Has he got the game yet? It's in alpha. Not sure that backer perk has been implemented. I do have to say though, being drunk, angry and having access to a credit card has been how the majority of my poor decision stories start. Dining at a Michelin-starred restaurant in Milan. We had an 18-course meal with wine pairings for like $400 or so. $400 per person or total? Total sounds like a deal. Per person still sounds pretty good. The summer after graduating high school, I won a decent amount of money playing online poker. Since I wasn't going off to college and all of my friends were, I decided to buy them all ridiculous going away gifts. A carpet, mailbox, toilet seat etc. were among the gifts. The most expensive and ridiculous gift I bought on a whim was a massive wheel of cheese. Somewhere between $200-$300. Little did I know at the time that cheese wheel would set off a yearly event called Cheese-a-Jiving where our entire, much larger now with spouses and kids, friend group gets together to celebrate and partake in cheesy goodness. This year was our 17th. Unfortunately all virtual due to COVID, and I genuinely hope it never ends. This is great. The extra I paying rent for a water view. Completely worth it. I got a discount for overlooking a graveyard. Loved it. You can get a discount for that. I'm right behind a graveyard, next to an airport, and have train tracks in my backyard. I should have asked the landlord to knock some $ off lol. Finally found the motorcycle I wanted years ago, but could not get. It was not running. But after around dumping $3.500 into it and doing a full frame up restoration and custom job on it, I have the bike I wanted years ago, but better. Yes, I did everything myself. Full paint job, tank frame, fenders, everything. I also did a full engine rebuild. Remade the wiring harness. Everything was all done in-house. So I put a touch over $3K into a bike that is only worth about $1.500 on a good day, but hell it is mine, and I built it. Hard to put a price on something like that. I've put thousands into cars I drive around. 100% all my own work. Never paid more than $1K to buy the cars. Yet driving a production car I can afford is so depressing compared to my builds. Cheers to the joy you built. $800 for a front seat helicopter tour of Kauai for me and my wife. Totally worth it. Spending hundreds of euros on broken musical instruments because they were pretty. I have since bought spare parts and started repairing them. I found my destiny. What do you plan to do with them? Some of them I will sell. Some I will keep. Currently I own 4 reed organs, 2 electronic organs, an Indian harmonium and a sitar. And these are only the ones that needed repair. Currently I plan to keep one of the reed organs, the sitar and the Indian harmonium, because I love to play those the most, and they're hard to get for a reasonable price. Since reed organs are dying out and don't get much love anymore, I took it upon myself to save as many as possible and give them into good hands, where they are actually appreciated. And the repair process is just so much fun. Not so sure about the electronic organ. I don't know what's wrong with it, and I have too much stuff on my hands to figure it out. I will try a few things. If they don't work I might just throw it out. Electronic organs are incredibly common, and I can easily get another one for free if I ask the right people. $120 for a towel heater. I will never dry off with a cold towel again. Huh. Didn't expect to need one, but now I do. Lego Death Star. Word. I got it when Amazon accidentally listed it for $125 for like 13 minutes one morning at 6 AM. He probably though it was a worthless moon. I watched somebody bet on all the numbers in roulette. One of the dumbest things I've ever witnessed. Seen someone do this while swearing how he's breaking, even and drinking for free. Apostrophe. For those who aren't familiar, roulette numbers pay 36/1, but the actual wheel has anywhere from 37 to 39 numbers in the form of 0, 00 or 000. So your odds aren't paying the true odds of the spin. Anyways, this guy ignored everyone explaining why he wasn't breaking even until the wheel spun 0 once and he got wiped out. He sobered up real quick after that. The odds are always in favor of the bank. The bank always wins. Due to poor insulation and distance from the water heater, my shower is never properly warm in winter. I just bought a single endpoint tankless water heater for just my shower. Best $150 I ever spent. Could I really afford it? No. Did I need it? No. Do I love it? You bet your sweet bippy I do. Didn't know this was a thing. I hate that my shower gets cold after like 5 minutes. Looked a few up, and this seems a bit more complicated and would probably need a pro to install. I want this. A business class ticket on a 14-hour flight. I ate great food and slept like a boss. Made a huge difference to my trip as I didn't need to waste a day to recover. We needed to reschedule the last flight we took, and the only way to sit together, 2 kids, 2 adults, was upgrade to economy plus. It was about $20 a seat, and I told my wife we are never flying regular economy again. Even on a 2 to 3 hour flight, that extra legroom is so nice. I felt very cheated the first time I went to economy plus. Over the full traveling for work, election stuff, I flew American. A few hour flight. Paid an extra $33 for the extra legroom. And literally couldn't tell the difference. It was an extra inch at most. The seat was the same width. I knew that because the aisle was the same width. No snacks because of COVID. Real waste of money. I'll just spend that on a bag of the white Toblerones in the airport and continue to quietly suffer in coach. I spent $56,000 on college for a degree I don't use. But I met my husband there, so I really can't complain. If I divide that over the nearly 25 years we've been married and consider that he's the best of dudes, it is a pretty good deal. Same here for my masters. The subject was pretty broad and it hasn't really led me directly into a career. But I got to study in 3 countries, learn a language, and meet a bunch of cool people. It's given me a new perspective on the possibilities in life that will never go away. This may not seem like a lot of money to some, but I weighted 287 lbs. I lost 100 pounds and my reward was a 300,000 pair of fry boots. I had been drooling over them for years and finally scrimped and saved to buy them. I told my husband it was my food money. Lol. It was actually my cigarette money. I had quit smoking a year before that, but still faithfully put away 700 a day. I figured that I could always find cigarette money when I smoked, so I will keep finding it to save. I bought a Nintendo Wii that way too. I have never regretted using those boots. I love them. Let me add a note, I had help losing the weight. I had lap band surgery, which in of itself is another struggle. The weight came off pretty fast and now it's a bit of a struggle to keep it off. My greatest fear is gaining it back. I have a couple of sisters that had gastric bypass and gained their weight back, so that terrifies me. I'm still about a size 14, which to me is healthy. I'm happy with that. Friend spent $30 on a jukebox to play I Whip My Hair back and forth on loop for an hour in a bar. The bartender unplugged the machine. I had a friend do something similar, except it was Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. People were getting super pissed. A friend of mine did the same thing, but with Revolution #9 on repeat, which is just super weird and trippy and really long, but not exactly music. The owner unplugged the machine and plugged it back in, causing it to completely restart from the beginning. Travel. I've never regretted spending money on travel. Those are some of my favorite memories. I can't wait to be able to travel again. J-Opal Nugget Ice Maker. Dang thing cost more than my car payment, but man oh man. I love Nugget Ice and I use it the heck out of it every day. I can't believe I'm going to spend ducking $500 on an ice machine because of this post. How could you? I spent about $6 grand on MC DJ for my wedding, but he was the most professional MC I've ever met. He coordinated all the sound with the videographer, the caterers around the speeches, pre-planned all music, and mixed songs to be the perfect length. I didn't worry about a thing on the day. If you've ever been to a wedding with a terrible MC, then you know the value in a good one. I walked out of a reception where the DJ kept playing hip hop / rap about cheating. Nobody danced for the first 45 minutes. He just kept playing rap music and became abrasive and hostile when the parents / bridal party made other requests. Apparently it got worse after we left. My first paycheck I bought a $900 wedding cake. Me and my brother had no way to get it home since it didn't fit on our skateboards. We just had a cake fight in the parking lot. My brother passed away shortly after that. I still think about that day whenever I'm sad. That memory alone is worth more than $900. It's priceless. Nothing on earth can buy those precious moments in life. I think I spent around $1,000 on gifts over the last holiday season, including Secret Santa stuff on Imgur. Last year I got a really well-paying job, and I'm finally glad to be able to give back to people. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below.